Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Sherrill. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Pavia. Finds his tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. That's caught. It's Hudson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It's complete. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Gamecocks are on the move. The corners are walked up tight. Got his man quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw it incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He caught it. No, sir. They strung it out enough. He tried to pick his way through, but just not enough running room, and the defense with a stand. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Quarterback making checks. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. On target to the left. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough.
He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the option. Past the first down marker and still running. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the...
Touchdown Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully. Forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Looking to fire. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And the Commodores will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling that...
He's got it along the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And your number one goal when you blitz is to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable, and they didn't do it. They didn't get home. Quarterback had a little bit too much time. You could tell, felt too comfortable. Didn't even get a hit on him.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The option look. Got enough for the first. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Under fire. Going over the top. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. In the backfield, it's Smith. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make it.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The drive comes from the 22. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Finds his man, it's Hoskins. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Spence. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line, 1st and goal, Vanderbilt.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Vandy! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
That's why, as a defense, you have to game tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one here.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you can tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He'll pull it on the read. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, the QB never wants to miss inside or an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that, go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Finds him out of the backfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running with football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Swings it out to the flat. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Quickly complete. Turning it on. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Toss sweep to the left. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Moving away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
Handoff from the gun. And he's swallowed up in the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Headed to the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th?
Touchdown, South Carolina! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it to the right side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game.
To the home of the Florida Gators, Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Gators will kick it away to start. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding. Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Pulls it in. It's Peoples. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it.
Pulls it in down the sideline. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. The sure hands, it's Peoples. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Touchdown Buckeyes! They wanted to finish and that they did on that possession.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together.